Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Harrison, Assistant Principal at St. George's Technical High School. I supervise the Careers in Transition program and also our 16 CTE programs. I just want to take a moment. I created this video for freshmen and parents of freshmen to help them better understand the exploratory rotation sign up process and how to actually fill out the exploratory rotation sign up form that is due by September 22nd. So real quick, online, we have 16 career programs at St. George's, and our 16 career programs are grouped together in role-alike groups that we call clusters. So we have three clusters. We have the health cluster, we have the consumer services cluster, we have the construction and auto tech cluster. And in the health cluster, we have 6 career programs: athletic healthcare, biotech, EMS, health information technology, medical assisting, and nurse technology. In our consumer services cluster, we have culinary arts, early childhood information technology, technical drafting and design, and web and print. And in our construction auto tech cluster, we have 5: auto tech, carpentry, electrical trades, HVAC, and plumbing. All great programs, all have something to offer students. So it's important to understand what cluster your child is in. So basically, on the initial admissions application form that you and your child filled out to come into the school district, you declared your preferred career program. So that preferred career program that you declared is the concentration cluster that your child will be in. And so these exploratory rotations are basically, they last 1 week. 1 week. If they were in the building, they would spend time physically in the career area, working with career students in grades 10, 11, and 12, and working with the career instructor, getting a sense and trying to determine, is this something that they can see themselves doing, that they feel like they could be successful at, and if that's something that they like to do. However, I know we're working remotely. I understand it's different. They're still going to do their exploratory rotations, although they will happen virtually through Microsoft Teams. So your child will see 5 programs. So they will have 5 exploratory rotations, and they can have an optional 6 rotation. But here's how those rotations work. Selections 1 through 3. So 3 of the 5 or 6 career programs that your child chooses to explore, the first 3 are, the first one is the preferred career program that they put on the admissions application into the district, and then 2 career programs within that same cluster. And that's what I refer to as their concentration cluster. And then selections 4 and 5, they can choose to stay within that same cluster, or if they want to explore new interests, or maybe they had some aha moment over the summer, and maybe they say, you know what, maybe I need to explore a program that maybe initially didn't think that that was something I would be interested in, they'll have that option. So they can explore one program in each of the other 2 clusters. Notice they can't just abandon their concentration cluster altogether, because that's how they competed and earned their way in to St. George's. But they can explore outside that cluster, although their concentration is within the same cluster based on their first choice coming into the district. And then if your child chooses, they can have a 6 administrative exploratory experience based on availability. Again, that's optional. It's totally up to you and your child if they do that 6 exploratory pick or not. So that's kind of the overview. Once again, let me show you the 3 clusters. So the 3 clusters, again: health cluster, consumer services cluster, and the construction auto tech cluster. So by September 22nd, your child is going to fill out this form that looks like this. It's on your screen. It's a Google form. They will have access to this form through their Careers and Transition Instructor Schoology pages. So basically, I'm just going to fill it out. I'm going to put in information. So my last name is Harrison. First name is Chad. Student ID, I'm going to make something up. Obviously, your child shouldn't make this up. Make sure that this is the right ID, because this is what we use to match your child up in the system. And then ask for the current Careers and Transition Instructor. Hypothetically, I'm going to put Mrs. Burnett. When do you have Careers and Transition? I'm going to put periods 3 and 4. And then it's going to ask, which career program did you put down on your application to come to St. George's? A lot of students already know this. They remember it. A lot of students have forgotten. Your Careers and Transition Instructor has access to that information. They're going to put it on the Schoology page so your child can see that information. So whatever you put down on that initial admissions application, should match up to what they indicate right here was their initial choice. So say my initial choice was carpentry. That's what I put down hypothetically last January to come into the district. That's what I need to put down on this form. So I'm going to put carpentry. And then the next question, it says, based on the question above, choose the correct cluster that matches your career program. For example, if I chose biotech in the previous section, I would choose health services below. Hypothetically, I chose carpentry. So I'm going to go construction trades because I see carpentry is right here. So I'm going to click it, and that's going to be one of my selections that I make. Hit the next button. So then it says choose 2 of the following career programs to visit. It says, again, don't select career programs that you put on your admissions application because you automatically explore that career program, and you indicated that on the last page. So carpentry, that's what I put down. So I need to choose 2 more out of this list. So I'm going to put down HVAC and plumbing. So that's my selections 2 and 3. So selections 4 and 5 pertain to these next 2 questions. So the question is, choose one of the following career programs to visit in the consumer services cluster, or click the last option indicating that you want to stay within your construction auto cluster. If you select this option, Mrs. Eklund will contact you to get your selection. So this is where they can go outside their concentration cluster. Say, you know what, I really want to learn something about cooking. I want to meet the chefs we have in the school, and maybe there's something there that I need to explore, even though it wasn't initially what I thought that I would want to take coming into the district, but it's something I feel like I need to explore. I'm going to put it here. Notice you can't put 2 programs, you can't put 3 programs, you can only choose 1 because it's not in your concentration cluster. So if you want to see more than 1 program, have the discussions together with your child or students, have them with your parent or guardian at home, and try to determine what you feel is the best one for you to put down and then mark it. So you can choose 1 here. The next question says, choose one of the following career programs to visit in the health services cluster, or click the last option indicating you want to stay within your construction auto cluster. If you select this option, Mrs. Eklund will contact you to get your selection. So you're looking here. So health cluster, do I want to see any of these? You know what? They look interesting, but I can't really see myself working in these careers for the rest of my life. So you know what? Maybe I just want to see, something else. Maybe I want to try auto tech, and that's within my same cluster. So I'm going to mark it right here because I just indicated that I want to select another career program within the construction auto cluster, and Miss Eklund's going to contact me. And when she does, I'm going to say, Miss Eklund, I want to explore the auto tech cluster. So I'm going to mark that. Okay, so I've made 5 choices already between the last 2 pages. So this is the last page. It's the administrative selection. This is a 6 exploratory, and this is optional. If you choose not to, that's fine. Just mark this last box. There's no penalty whatsoever. This is 100% optional. If you don't want to explore a 6 program, you just put down, I choose not to explore a 6 career area for exploratory rotations and will remain in the careers and transition class that week. So, looking at these options, these are the ones that they most likely will have options available for me to see. You know what? I'm going to try web and print. I just want to try it out, see if it's something that I'm curious in. So I'm going to put down web and print. My friend likes web and print. I like, art a little bit. I like web pages. I'm going to just give it a shot to see if it's something that interests me. So I'm going to put web and print. Then there's a student acknowledgement. It says, I made my selections based on my career interests and where I can be successful. The student has to click yes. And then the parent signature, parents, please click this box. By signing this electronic form, I, as a parent, am aware of my child's career selections for the upcoming school year. I'm going to click yes. So I've done it, and then I'm going to click submit. Okay, that's it. The response has been recorded, and based on that information, our careers and transition instructors, Ms. Eklund, will go ahead and start scheduling those selections. Please notice that, selections 1 through 5, you're probably not going to see them in numbers 1 through 5. You may see your 4th pick first, and then you may see your 1st pick 3rd. We just don't know. It all depends on how Ms. Eklund sets it up and how you rotate through what teacher you have now and what teacher you will have, or at what point of the school year you'll come to Mrs. Eklund. So she will work on that schedule, and it will be clearly communicated to you and the career teachers that you will be exploring, so that they know what to expect. So that's pretty much it. So just to go back and review real quick, they're going to indicate at least 5 selections on that form. They can do a 6th. The concentration cluster kind of sets the tone of where the majority of their exploratory rotations will be in. And again, that's based on the initial admissions application into the district. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to your child's careers and transition instructor, or feel free to reach out to me. I hope this helps everyone. Have a good evening. Thank you.